Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing wonderful today. So today's video is finally going to be my Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation swatch, demo, and review. It's kind of a mouthful, but I'm finally getting this out to you guys. Before we get into that, I first want to say thank you so much to Carrie Cole over at Becca Cosmetics, because she reached out to me and just out of nowhere she just said, hey, I really want to send you something, just want to send you a little something. And before I moved, she ended up sending me this package, and I thought, little something? This is huge. I just could not believe it. It was just, it was unreal to me. I couldn't believe it, and I still can't believe it. I'm so extremely grateful to Carrie and the Becca team, and I'm just honored, seriously honored. I don't think I can thank them enough for this. Yes, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I am doing this review for you guys just because I know there are a lot of reviews, swatches, demos like that already on YouTube, but everybody's skin type is different, everybody's skin tone is different, and everybody has their own opinion. So I thought, let me go ahead and do this for you guys. If you guys are interested in seeing this video, then please keep watching. So I'm not going to go too much into the card that came in the box, but I will say that this does retail for $44, and it is now available at, definitely at Sephora, and I think it's also available at Ulta. I know it's definitely available online, and there are 8 shades, and they're definitely flexible shades, and I will tell you that, I'll tell you why in a minute. And the other thing that I do want to mention, it says it on here on the card, it says the magic of this formula is its ability to warm to your skin's natural tone, so just give it a drop, try it on your face. You won't even get the same results testing it on the back of your hand, which is definitely true, because whenever we go to Ulta, Sephora, the drugstore, and we test out foundations, the first place we think about testing it is on our hand. And sometimes you get home and then you realize, it's not the same thing. When you put it on your face, it might be darker, it might be lighter, or we might be lucky and it will be the correct shade. I know I've done it a few times, and I've actually had to return it because I swatched it on my hand and it was way too dark for me. So just keep that in mind, and I would definitely recommend going into a Sephora and having them match you. The reason why I mention that it is a flexible foundation is because I can actually wear the fair foundation and the light foundation. Now, I thought for the longest time that I was pink undertones. Definitely not pink undertones. I am more neutral undertones. So I'm able to wear both of these shades together, except the fair shade does have pink undertones and the light shade has yellow undertones. My husband even noticed that the fair shade made me look a little too pink, but he said that the light shade blended better with my skin tone. So again, keep that in mind when you guys go and get a sample or even want to purchase it. I did tell my mom and my sister to get a sample of these just so that they can try it out until the sample is finished, so that they can see how it wears and how it oxidizes to their skin tone. You guys definitely are a little hesitant in purchasing a $44 foundation. Definitely go and get a sample and see what you think. Like I mentioned, there are 8 shades in this collection, so there's a pretty good variety of them. Again, I believe, in my opinion, it could suit any kind of a skin tone because it does oxidize to your skin tone. How many times can I say skin tone? The other thing that came in the box was this brush. and I absolutely love this brush, except I did not like this to apply the foundation. And as you see in the demo, I did apply this to the right side of my face. I think it'll be left on your side. And I just didn't like how it blended. I kind of had a hard time trying to blend it out. It didn't feel comfortable to me just because of the shape of the brush. Now, on the other side, you will notice my flat top kabuki brush to blend out the other side of my face. And I think it's just because I'm used to using a flat top kabuki brush, and the Becca brush is just longer and it's just different when it applies with foundation. Hey guys, sorry, I forgot to mention that I went ahead and did a close-up just so you can see how the foundation looks on each side from the kabuki brush and the Becca brush that I got. They kind of look the same, but I could tell a difference. I guess it just depends on, yourself, because we're bigger critiques on ourselves. But I did go back, as I mentioned in the video, I did go back with the kabuki brush just to blend everything out, and I did end up going in with another drop of the foundation because I do have more imperfections that personally I like to hide. So yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and show that to you, and I also do another close-up so that you guys could see the difference. I absolutely love this brush to apply contour and bronzer. As you guys see in the demo, it blends really nicely. It definitely gives you a nice sharp contour, and I love it too because it fits right in the palm of your hand. It's nice and small. It's not too big, but it is easy to get into the hollows of your cheek. I love it to blend out my contour and bronzer on my forehead. It's just so easy. It glides and it's real quick. Now, the first time I did try this foundation, I used my MAC Fix Plus as well as my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I did realize that that was just too much hydration because this foundation, even though it is extremely lightweight, it is very dewy and luminous and hydrating. So I realized that that just wasn't a good mix. What I ended up doing was pairing it with the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and it kept me matte the longest. For all my combination to oily girls and guys out there, I definitely recommend using this primer as far as if you want to use this foundation. And I honestly truly feel like anybody can use this foundation. Doesn't matter what kind of skin type you are, as long as you use a mattifying primer and a setting powder for my oily gals and guys out there, you will definitely enjoy it because it is a beautiful, flawless finish to your skin. If you have more dry to normal skin type, I definitely recommend using a hydrating primer, but that's only if you're like way dry, like alligator skin. Seriously, because even for me, now that we're moving into February and March, it is getting warmer, so now my skin is turning combination, and I feel that this foundation is hydrating enough that you really don't need that much more hydration. The other thing I do want to mention is it is super lightweight. I feel like this foundation doesn't transfer like some of my other foundations, which is amazing. I absolutely love that about it. It is a great bottle because it's nice, it's very elegant, very just simple but elegant at the same time. I love that it is a dropper. It's kind of like the new thing that's coming out, and I think Becca was actually the first one that came out with this from what I've seen, but you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. This can be full coverage. Now, if you have little to no imperfections, you can definitely have this as a nice sheer foundation and it'll look really, it's gonna look beautiful on you. And if you have more like my kind of a skin type where you have acne and scars and whatnot, it's definitely buildable. I use between 1.5 to 2 drops of this foundation. I blend it out really good with my flat top kabuki brush. I feel like it gives me a nice, fresh looking face. Even my husband mentions that my face in general, when I wear this foundation, he just likes the look of it. He likes more of a natural look on me, and he likes this finish compared to my other foundations, which is a big plus. The first time I used it, I used the wet beauty blender. I noticed that this wasn't my favorite way to apply this foundation, just because even though I do have dry skin, the Becca foundation has the perfect amount of hydration in it that it already keeps me luminous and dewy. If I use the wet beauty blender, it's too much and I get oily really, really quick. And then I need to blot and it gets to be too much. Now, if I use a flat top kabuki or something as far as a brush like this where I'm not using any kind of water in it or anything like that, it definitely gives me more of a full coverage and it keeps me matte longer. This foundation does keep me dewy and hydrated, and I have more of a natural glow to my skin, which I'm telling you, I really, really appreciate. As far as the summertime, I will let you guys know, I will keep you guys updated on this foundation. I will try this out. I am planning on going home to Florida for a month, and I will bring this foundation with me and keep you guys updated when I'm there and seeing how my skin is, because I haven't been home in a year and I'm curious to see how this foundation is going to last in the Florida humidity. And it's gonna be like a real like test, like what am I gonna like there that I don't like here and vice versa. So summertime, I'll let you guys know. Now for the swatches. The first swatch is fair, then it's light, beige, medium, tan, warm honey, dark golden, and deep bronze. So that completes this review, swatch, and demo. I hope you guys have found it informative and it could help you guys decide whether you would like to try this foundation or not. If you guys enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely helps out my channel. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Mwah! Bye guys. Until that sample is finished, just so that because it is going to and then I ended up going back with the brush, and then I ended up going back with the flat top. Stephanie, what are you doing? And then one of the first, come on Stephanie, let's get this together. Now, I really love that about it. And the other thing is that I lost my train of thought. I don't remember what I was saying. I do love that it is, oh yes, I remember what I was gonna say. So why do I keep doing this? No. Now I saw